Hi everybody, Diamonds by Tita here, and we're going to be doing a whip and chat, but I want to show you my progress on my Peace on Earth, my Christmas globe. This is a Diamond Art Club by Susan Wingate that I got over at Hobby Lobby on their half price sale. Pardon me, my nose is going crazy. I don't know if I'm getting a cold, but I think I'm getting something. Anyway, I wanted to show you where I'm at on this. And what I've done is I've done just so far on this bottom piece right here. And we're going to do a whip and chat, or, maybe a whip and squirrel thought that I do. And you guys are great to put up with me. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a moment, and then I will be right back. Hi everybody, Diamonds by Tita, and I'm back, and we're about ready to start this whip and chat. So thanks so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you're here. If you are brand new, welcome in. I'm so glad you found my channel, and I hope you like the content. My whip and chats, I tend to have lots of squirrel thoughts and go all over the place, so hopefully you can keep up with me. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. So like I said, this is a Diamond Art Club Christmas globe. And let me just see, I'm working on this bottom part down through here. Using my pretty pink pen. And I want to show you, I have not done this before, but have you tried this hack? So you put some washi tape at the bottom of your tray, and it just lines up so good, and all the extra just goes down at the bottom. So I can just do it like this, and it's so much easier for multi-placing. I love this hack. So if you haven't tried it, give it a whirl. I don't remember who started this, so I can't give credit. I'm so sorry. I know I saw it on a video somewhere. I know Becky's Diamond Bling had mentioned it. So if you know the creator that came up with this, let me know so I can give them credit for it. Excuse me for my cough. I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold. I'm coming down with something. So let's go ahead and start. And what I'm going to do, because I run out of stuff to say, I Googled just a bunch of random questions that I can ask myself and I can talk about and give you the answers. And some are kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let's see, today is pretty stormy. The wind is pretty good right now, and it's about ready to pour rain. So we are looking at a good storm. I'm sorry that I'm coughing. I do have my coffee. I might take a little sip of that. Maybe that's going to help. Okay, Okay, so here's some random questions. This question number 1 is, do you remember your dreams? Let me know if you remember your dreams. I've got family members that remember their dreams vividly. They keep a dream journal. They can analyze their dreams. I don't remember my dreams. I really don't. Once in a great while, I will remember my dreams. But I don't remember them. Don't know why. I know when I was a kid, I used to dream. I can remember bad dreams, and even that, I don't have those very often. So, yeah, I don't remember my dreams. Let me know if you guys do. So that's kind of an interesting random question, isn't it? Let me just skip over here. Okay, next question is, are you more likely to be early or late? This is a good one. Because I have friends that are late all the time. If I want them to be like at my house at 7, I would tell them 6:30. And then I know they'll be here at 7. So for me, on time is about 10 minutes early. I know that's crazy, but yeah, I have to be on time or early. I've just always been that way. I don't know why, but I've always been that way. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. What does not belong on pizza? So, got a story about pizza, guys. So, I've always loved pizza. And when I was pregnant with my kids, both times, I could not stand pizza. Couldn't stand the smell of it. It would make me sick. I would throw up. I couldn't do it, particularly the meat, pepperoni or the sausage. If the sauce was too spicy, I mean, I just couldn't eat it. And even after all these years, I cannot eat pizza that has pepperoni or sausage or linguiça or really any of the really good stuff, right? So I tend to eat like vegetarian pizza or cheese pizza, stuff like that. But in my mind, my grandkids will argue this point. My mind, pineapple does not belong on pizza. Don't like Hawaiian pizza. That's just me. And I know many people really, really love it. My grandkids love it. I think my kids love it. But it is, pineapple does not belong on pizza, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to get some interesting conversations on this, I think. So that was an interesting one. This next one, 2 of these questions kind of go for me together that I can talk about it. Is which food could you never get sick of eating? Well, I'm not going to talk about chocolate because I think I could eat chocolate all the time. I'm a chocoholic, love chocolate, could probably eat chocolate on a rock. I love chocolate. But the one food I really don't think I could ever get sick of, and it really is a whole cuisine, is I love Mexican food. Any form of Mexican food, I could eat it all the time, particularly authentic Mexican food. And luckily, we have lots of fabulous Mexican restaurants here locally. So I love Mexican food. I love tamales. I love chile rellenos, pollo la crema, chile verde, chile colorado, tostadas. I mean, you name it. You name it, I love it. I love Mexican food. And my segue into the next one, that's gonna go into this is, what is it? What does everyone else seem to like that you can't stand? And that goes with Mexican food is cilantro. I think I have that gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. I just can't do cilantro. I can do a little bit, like if it's in like a little bit of salsa, or something like that is fine. But I couldn't garnish it. You know how you put cilantro on everything, on your tacos and all of that. Can't do cilantro. Just don't like it very much. Again, I think it's just because the genetic thing, that it tastes like soap to me, which is really sad because that's really part of the Mexican cuisine, right? So that is kind of sad for me. But yeah, I do love Mexican food, and homemade tamales. I mean, yeah, homemade tamales are, oh, they are so fabulous. And when they make the homemade tortillas, so yummy. It is so good. And the homemade guacamole, I'm getting hungry already. The homemade salsa. My brother in-law, he makes like the best salsa ever. It is fabulous. And I can make a pretty mean guacamole. But I think I can talk about food like all of the time. Okay, let's see. This is a pretty good one. What is your favorite Olympic event? I love watching the Olympics. I remember as a kid, I actually remember, back in the day when they were, every 4 years, and you had winter and summer all in that 4 years. Now it's split, which I really kind of like better. And I think I've got favorite sports both on winter and summer. And my hat is off to those Olympians. The amount of work that they put in, and time and effort, and their dedication to their sport is just absolutely, phenomenal. But, so I'm going to talk about probably the typical ones that you would think about. And then I got a couple that aren't so typical. Like, I love ice skating. And it is so hard. My daughter ice skated when she was young, and the amount of work to learn how to do the spins and the jumps and all that. It's amazing. And when I watch the quadruples that they do now, just the athleticism it just absolutely blows my mind for ice skating. And then on the summer side, of course, we're going to look at gymnastics. Those gymnasts are, again, just absolutely fabulous too. So strong, so dedicated. I can't even talk all about them because that would be something that I would love to have been able to do. But then let me just talk about, and then I love all the equestrian events because I used to ride horses when I was a kid, and I love horses. I love riding. I love all of it. The jumping, the dressage. Oh my gosh, this does not want to get out. Hang on. See if I can get these out here. But I love the horses. So anything with the equestrian. And then the other one that is interesting for this winter sports. And again, I think the athleticism is phenomenal. And it's one that you don't really hear about very much. It's the biathlon. And that is where they do cross-country skiing, and then they do shooting, target shooting. I don't know how many miles they go as far as the cross-country skiing, but to me, it's phenomenal that, they're racing cross-country skiing. They're totally out of breath. And when you're out of breath, you're like, your chest is heaving and your heart is racing. And then you're supposed to calm down enough to take a shot and hit the target. So they somehow have to be able to slow their heart rate down, slow their breathing down, and to be able to shoot. So I don't know, to me that is like, they're just absolutely amazing. I know I'm just touching on the surface of Olympics because there are a lot more too. I think the other couple ones I'm going to touch on too that I really, really like. Wintertime is the bobsled or the luge. They go down so fast, down those runs. Again, it's incredible, scary. I don't think I could do it, but it's so much fun to watch. So there's that. And of course, I love track and field for summer. The sprinters and the long distance runners and shot put. I mean, all track and field is amazing. I mean, I love all the Olympics. And I know, again, I'm only touching on just a couple of them. Otherwise, we could probably be sitting here talking for like the next 15 minutes on the Olympics. But that's just a couple things that we could talk about. Okay. The next one is a hard one because I think it depends upon where you're at in life. But what is the perfect age? What do you think? What's the perfect age? It's a hard one. I think when you are young, in your 20s, I mean, that's a perfect age because you have all this energy and drive and, you have all your dreams ahead of you and, things are new and you're learning about life and that, it's fabulous, and then, I think when you hit maybe your 40s, maybe you're starting to get your stuff together. Maybe you're beginning to settle down, you got your kids, you've got your schooling or whatever, whatever you're doing, which is amazing. I think retirement can be a perfect age because, you've put in all your work, and you're ready to enjoy, the rest of your life. But maybe the perfect age, I don't know, is the age where you finally realize it doesn't matter what people think of you. And that is a hard one. I know everybody wants to be liked and they really care about what people think, but maybe that really doesn't matter. I think the older I get, the more I kind of think about that I'm okay if people don't like me, because not everybody is going to like me. And that's okay. But I know for some people that it's really hard. So I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about. I mean, what is your perfect age? What do you think? Again, these are just off the top of my head. I'm sure when I get done here, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to go, oh, dang, why didn't I say this? Or why didn't I say that? Or I forgot this, or I forgot that. But I think that's kind of a start. Let me see what else. So I don't know if there is a perfect age, but I can tell you what a hard age is. My mom, well, she lived to be 100, right? And I think that when you are that long lived, it is a blessing and a curse, because she outlived pretty much all of her family, with maybe the exception of her siblings' grandchildren, I think, and great. But all of her siblings, all of her friends, you know, all of her family pretty much, she outlived. And so that was hard. Sometimes she had a hard time trying to fit into this age, right? So I think, again, being that long-lived is a blessing, you know, and a curse. Just because, again, she outlived everybody. So that is a thought. Hang on a second. Let's see what else we got here that I'm looking at. Oh, goodness. What is my go-to board game? You know, there are a couple games that, you know, I like, but probably a traditional game. I love Monopoly. I do. The grandkids love Monopoly. I love Monopoly. It's a lot of fun. I like Stratego. That was a fun game. I don't know if any of you guys even remember that one. I love chess. Is that a board game? I don't know. Clue's kind of fun. I mean, truly any of the games that, oops, shoot. I am putting these on the wrong. I am putting these on the wrong ones, guys. How many did I do wrong? Hang on. See, I'm blabbing and did I miss those? No, it was just a couple. I'm good, I fixed them. I was putting the pluses on the 8s. So yeah, games are good. Let's see, what else is on the list? Look at this, 21 minutes just sitting here chatting about random questions. Oh, hey, this is kind of a fun one. Which snacks are your must-haves for a road trip? Well, I guess that kind of depends upon how long of a road trip. But, you know, I don't drink very much soda. But on a road trip, I always have to have a soda. Always have a soda. And I always have Chex Mix. Or some sort of chips or something salty like that. And then something sweet, usually like peanut M&Ms or something like that. Those are always a go-to road trip snacks. And if it's a real long road trip, you know, I pack, you know, a full lunch. You know, I'll have sandwiches and fruit and you know, good stuff too. It's not just junk with that. And also depending upon who is going on the road trip too, what their favorite snacks are. And I haven't been on a road trip really for a little while. Oh, well, this is kind of a silly one. What are 2 things you never leave the house without? Well, that's kind of obvious. I never leave the house without my purse. I never leave the house without my phone. I always have those 2 things. But if we're going to look at something different, I guess I could say I always have my phone charger. And I never go to the hospital without my phone charger. Like if I have to take somebody to the ER room, or, you know, if somebody's really sick and I have to stay with them, I always have my charger with me. I usually always have some sort of like lip gloss or chapstick, or, you know, something along those lines that I always have. So there's that one. Let's see. What sports did you play growing up? I really didn't. What 2 things are still on my bucket list? Oh, pretty much everything. I want to go on another cruise. As far as on my bucket list, I mean, I want to see Europe. I want to travel. That one's going to need a lot more thought. I don't really even have a bucket list. So maybe that's something that I have to come up with, because I don't have a bucket list. Do you guys have a bucket list? What's on your bucket list? My bucket list is to finish all my diamond paintings. Oh, I've got so many, but I'm working on them, guys. I'm working on them. I'm doing good. Doing good. Is there any other good questions? Some of these are kind of silly questions. Like, what is your song? I don't know what my song is. Oh, what is the one rule you live by? I like that one. I really live by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So I really try to treat people the way I want to be treated. I really try to not get involved in any drama. I really don't like drama. Yeah, so I need to treat people right. And that's kind of like, you know, integrity. Like, what is integrity? Integrity is doing the right thing when no one else is watching. So I try to have integrity in what I do. So maybe those 2 things go hand in hand. I don't know. So there is that. Oh. What is the hardest thing I've ever had to do? Wow, I've done a lot of hard things in my life. Oh goodness, who's pulling up in front of my house? Oh, a dog. Oh, they had a dog in the back of this little truck, and the dog jumped out. People, don't put the dog in the truck. So they're trying to get the dog. Come on, get the dog. I'll let you know if they get the dog. They're still trying to get the dog. Yep, still trying to get the dog. Okay, well, we'll keep talking and I'll let you know what happens with that. Interesting. Okay. Getting back to the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. I think, and maybe this is probably being too personal, I don't know. They got the dog and they're now leaving. They did get the dog. I had to support the family by myself when my husband couldn't work. So I had many jobs. I would have 3 and 4. I mean, I worked full-time, had part-time jobs. And then I also went back to college and took part-time classes. So oftentimes my schedule would be so tight, I literally had to schedule everything. You know, when I was going to take a shower, you know, when I was going to do my homework. You know, I'd get up at 3 in the morning and do my homework before work. That was really hard to do to get my degree and support the family. So yeah, that was hard. Let's see. Well, I'm at 30 minutes. Check that out. 30 minutes of just asking or answering questions. That was not bad at all, was it? Oh, this is a funny one. What is your go-to karaoke song? I don't karaoke. I can't carry a tune in the bucket. I can't sing. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't want to hear me sing. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, you would not want to hear me sing. Although that's one thing that I wish I could do. I wish I could sing, and I wish I could do like ballroom dancing. I think when you see people do ballroom dancing, it's so beautiful and they're so elegant. I would love to be able to do something like that. Okay, so that put us at 30 minutes. Again, I didn't do a whole heck of a lot of diamond painting, but I did get some stuff done. And it was nice to kind of just chit-chat about stuff into where I didn't have to think and ramble over stuff, because I do. My squirrel thoughts and my rambling. This was actually really kind of fun to do, huh? So let me know on some of the questions that I did what your answers would be. Like, I'd be really curious, what is your favorite Olympic sport? Because there's so many. I love watching the Olympics. Loved it as a kid. You know, I love it now. It's fun. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. And the other biggie, this is the most important one, not, is what does not belong on pizza? That is an interesting one too. Super interesting. Well, okay, guys, I think I'm going to probably on that note wrap things up a bit. And I'll let you go. And hopefully I've kept you company while you did a little bit of diamond painting or crocheting or cross stitch or, you know, something like that. Is that guy from the dog still here? No, that's another car. Interesting things that happen. So take care, everybody. You know, happy diamond painting, happy crafting. Enjoy your day or your evening, you know, wherever time zone, you know, that you're in. If you're with me to the very end, I really appreciate it. Please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. And please drop me a comment or send me an email. I love reading your comments. I love getting your emails. Those are always fun. And remember, you're perfect exactly as you are, and you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. And I'm going to continue on my journey on this tonight and see if I can finish this whole section up. We'll see. Because this isn't a big painting. It's only a 45.7 by a 40.6. So it's not super big. Hopefully I can get that done soon. But I am going to try to work on that. And take care, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.